In today's video, let's talk about the situation of Carlos Sainz and whether Ferrari have made a mistake in letting him go for 2025 and replacing him with Lewis Hamilton. Now, today is going to be a mostly talking video, so there might be a very low level of editing. I hope that's alright with you guys. Anyway, I think that Carlos Sainz is in the form of his life currently. Since he's found out that he's no longer with the Scuderia Ferrari in 2025, I think he's arguably having the best drive currently of his career, or at least one of them. I think he is a bit sore that he has lost his dream drive Ferrari, and I can understand that. Every Formula 1 driver wants to drive in a Ferrari at one point in their career. I mean, he is 30 years of age, if I'm not very much mistaken. So there's no reason, I don't think, why he couldn't return after his stint at Williams, or when Lewis Hamilton finishes his career, because I do think Ferrari is going to be Lewis Hamilton's last team in his career. I think if Sainz was to come back, I think we will see Sainz and Habermann. You know, I just got a feeling that Oliver Habermann is going to be in the Ferrari at one point of his career. Now, before I continue with this video, I would like to invite you to do me a favor. If you've enjoyed this video so far, and if you want to support this channel, I would like to invite you to consider to smashing the subscribe button. That way you will not miss any future uploads I do videos on race reviews, my views on F1 and other motorsport news, and much more. So if you want to support this channel in any way, which isn't costing you anything, but it would help my channel out massively, please do consider to smash the subscribe button and tell all your friends, family about it, and anybody else who might be interested in Formula 1. Thank you. Now let's continue with the video. So I can see Carlos Sainz returning, but now let's talk about, do I think that Ferrari should have stuck with Carlos Sainz instead of getting Hamilton in for 2025. Now, Lewis Hamilton is a 7-time world champion. He is one of the greats, if not the greatest driver of all times. Although, in my opinion, it's very hard to define the greatest drivers because of all time, because you can't. Each driver has got different challenges in their time in Formula 1. So I think it's very difficult to find the greatest driver of all time. But I think Lewis Hamilton is going to take some time to get used to the way Ferrari work. I also think Lewis Hamilton doesn't speak the language. Now, I'm not saying that has got any bearing in how he's going to do, but I think he may, and I must emphasize the word may, find it difficult to start with to get integrated into the Ferrari team. So I think it's very hard to say whether Ferrari have made a mistake or should have stayed with Carlos Sainz instead of Lewis Hamilton, because there are so many variables that play a part in it. I mean, I think Carlos Sainz is doing a tremendous job at the minute, and I think he's underrated. I'm not too sure whether or not he's going to win the Formula 1 World Cup at some point, but I hope he does. Having said that, can any team really say no or let the opportunity of signing a 7-time world champion like Lewis Hamilton pass? I don't think they can, and I think that's why they've done it. I think it will motivate the Ferrari crew even more to work with a 7-time world champion than what, I think that may give them another kick into another gear, if you know what I mean. However, the momentum is definitely with Carlos Sainz, and depending on how he will do at Williams, I think his credibility will only increase. I mean, if I was in John Elkann's shoes and I had the opportunity to sign Lewis Hamilton and having to let Carlos Sainz go, I don't know what I would have done. I may have chosen like Charles Leclerc, but I honestly don't know. I can understand all the arguments for and against Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari, so I find it really hard to make my own definite decision. All I am saying is that Carlos Sainz is proving a lot of doubters, and he's proving a lot of people wrong, and I think he's tougher than a lot of people give him credit for. And I think if he can help Williams to get to the front of the grid again, I think that would be an achievement as well. And as I said before, he's young enough to make a return to the Scuderia in the future. I mean, they respect him, and I think it could happen. Anyway, this is just what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind hopefully checking out the links in the video description, where you can find other ways on how to support me. As I said, any support is optional, but I would just love it if you wouldn't mind joining me on my quest to get my channel to 10,000 subscribers or more as soon as possible. Alright, it would really make my day. It would, I can't explain to you how much it will mean. Alright, speak to you later. Cheers for watching. Love you all. Bye.